Hello, this is James, owner of Life Coach Studio 18 and Dance Studio 18, and this is going to be a vlog about being yourself while being authentic and fitting in. So I'm just going to jump right into this. Like so many statements, the origin of the idiom "practice what you preach" originates from the Bible. The saying is found in Matthew 23:3 and reads, "So you must obey them and do what they tell you. But do not do what they do, for they do not practice what they preach." As I speak on this vlog, expressing my opinions and research topics, I do the best to keep this in mind, as it's important to be myself as I express my opinion and try to, in essence, fit in to the idea of being yourself. And, fitting in while being yourself is exactly what I and everyone else is seeking in some way, shape, or form. Fitting in is what drives people in this world. Some people don't need it as much, fitting in as others. They're okay with being in a sense of being unplugged. But even they most likely have some small aggregate that shares similar interests with them, helping them fit in. Authenticity, or knowing one's thoughts and feelings and acting in accordance to them and with them, is virtually synonymous with being yourself. Being authentic has the potential consequences of standing out from others or being labeled as different, and this in turn can lead to shame, rejection, and ostracism, having a negative impact on a person and their well-being. I remember growing up and having energetic, hyperactive personality. That mix with a very goofy and playful personality, a lot of people had a hard time understanding things that I would do and how I would act. For example, any given point, you could see me just, doing knee bends, calf raises, or just for no reason just start, sprinting, or you may catch me making funny faces, okay, or having weird mannerisms. And I remember, because of my personality, being called crazy and weird. And I remember one day I just accepted the fact that I was going to be different from everybody else. I was simply made different. Once I accepted that, I was able to be authentic. I was able to see I was unique. I then was able to accept the fact that not everybody is going to like, understand, or compare to, or want to be around me. Once I accepted that fact, I was okay with rejection. I was okay with not being or making everybody happy. I was okay with just being me and finding those who accepted me for me. Of course, being authentic can have a positive consequence as well. One can stand out in a positive way. People are remembered because of how authentic they were. Businesses are made on authenticity. There is something in truly being the best you can be. Without authenticity, nobody would be able to do so. I'll be honest. I've always been confident, not minded being the center of attention. But the only reason I can have that mindset is because of the reasons stated above. Not everyone is going to like me. I know this. You may not care what people think, but you always care. Okay? Let me backtrack. I simply don't care what negative people are thinking. Okay? But be careful not to say I don't care what people think, because that simply can't be true. You may not care what some people think, but you always care. That's what I meant to say. Okay? If you have a job, you care. If you have a social network, you care. If you have a family, you care. Even if you don't care that you don't care, you care that you don't care. And I hope I didn't lose you there. So the idea of being authentic, is a great thing. You just be authentic, be yourself, okay? Excuse me. So the only lucky ones who can fit into your life are the ones who accept you for you, okay? Let me put it this way. The idea of being authentic should come easier with the idea that you're not out there to please everybody, okay? Only the lucky ones who accept you for you can fit in. And I hope you caught that. You're not fitting into them. They are fitting into you. I'll repeat it again. Only the lucky ones who accept you for you can fit in. If I didn't use my authenticity, many people potentially would never have learned to dance, and I wouldn't be able to do what I love, because I'm a dance instructor by trade. That's what I do mainly. Okay, I do my life coaching as a side. Okay, to help more people and help myself even. But if I wasn't authentic, nobody would be able to take dance lessons with me because I wouldn't be doing what I love. So being authentic for me worked out in a positive way and still is. Here's a quote. It is the thought of the lack of authenticity. I'm sorry, let me say it again. I'm having a problem with this word right now. It is the thought that the lack of authenticity leads to psychopathology and distress because it causes people to engage in forced, unnatural behavior, leaving them feeling unfilled or devalued. This is from Lear, 2003. All right, would you believe me if I told you that the world may need you just the way you are? Something your parents may have told you, or you may have seen on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You know, I don't know. You probably have heard this before. You being you is what the world needs. But if you can be authentic enough to where people are drawn to you because of you offer something different, then you are doing something right. I'll say that again. If you can get people drawn to you because you are offering something different, then you're doing something right. Let me tell you, let people fit into your model of the world, your views, and then find like-minded people as well. People that will encourage your authenticity. Okay, and believe me, they are out there. When I opened up my business in 2009, I went in knowing that I didn't need everyone in the city to come to my dance studio to dance. I only needed a very small percentage to fit into my business model and teaching system. I knew there was plenty of competition in my industry, but I also knew that I had something to offer that no one else had, that no other studio had. I had me. Me, okay? My business has been going strong underneath that model and that theory ever since. Abraham Maslow, 1968, categorized authenticity as a higher order psychological need, which was necessary to fulfill before becoming self-actualized. He defined authenticity as the synchronicity between what a person thought about themselves or their self-concept and what that person was doing and experiencing. Inauthenticity and maladjustment resulted when one's self-concept and lived experience became incongruent with each other. While many theories of authenticity relate it back to the anatomy component of self-determination theory, persists that the satisfaction of relation needs is key to people's feelings of authenticity. Specifically, he mentions that people feel accepted when they act like their true selves, which causes feelings of authenticity. However, if people are so against their true selves in order to be accepted, they feel inauthentic. Evidence of this can be found in Experience on Social Roles, Sheldon, ETL, 1997, and you can catch all this on my blog. Because of this, people's needs for anatomy and relatedness must be fulfilled to gate authenticity. Following from this, where there are some norms for what qualifies as socially acceptable behavior, more people may feel pressured to repress their true selves in order to gain acceptance as to fulfill relatedness needs. However, as Leary stated, acceptance of a false self leads to increase in authenticity. As evidenced by preceding research, authenticity, both state and trait, has links to aspect of well-being. When people must sacrifice their true selves in order to fit in with others, it is likely to coincide with decreases in well-being. So, that being said, it is imperative that you don't fall into a false sense of self in order to find acceptance from others. Do what you love, do what is authentic to you, have people fit into you, and find like-minded people also to fit in with. This process may take time, and there may be times, we feel like nobody is around to talk to, okay? The more you are your true self, and the more your life actions are in balance with your thoughts, the more authentic you will feel in all situations. Fit into yourself and watch your confidence grow, watch people start to follow you, watch your life start to change. Our next vlog is going to be about being unique and fitting in. I hope this was helpful. Check me out at www.lifecoachstudio18.com. Give me a call for a free consultation, 916-214-2115. And check me out also at dancestudio18.com if you're interested in dance lessons. Have a great day.